Folks, I'm about to show you a fair value gap trading strategy based on ICT concepts, and what I've done is I've fully automated the whole strategy. You're going to see how the robot matches the strategy, and if you want to get your hands on it, watch to the end. Now, why did I do this? It's part of my Robot Lab Live, which is a community of traders where we build trading strategies into fully automated trading solutions. So folks, if you want to find out more about that, there's a link below the video, but keep watching to the end for that coupon code. Now, if you're thinking, can this kind of thing work on a trading prop firm? Well, it can. These guys, Blue Guardian, do allow EAs, and we may even run this one on the challenge over there at Blue Guardian. Now, talking about challenges, I am taking a challenge myself at the moment. In fact, you're going to find out how I've been getting on in the past few weeks right now. Right, let's dive into my Blue Guardian account quickly before the interview and show you where I got to. So you can see here, I breached the account last week. I did increase the risk here, trading a slightly different strategy. What I realized was I was missing a lot of trades, and they're all happening at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. I think I've overcome that now. In fact, the last trade I got on this account did turn out to be a 3-hour winner, but getting to the 3-hour winner went into a bit of drawdown and blew me out of this account. So folks, stay tuned. I've got a fresh account here, $100,000. We're going to see how it gets on. And if you want to get your own fresh $100,000 account, grab the coupon code TradingNuts, all one word, and you're going to save 10% off at checkout, or use the link below in the description. Right, let's get into the strategy. So to start off with, this is replay mode on Euro US dollar 4-hour chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark off a couple of things here. So we're looking for a break of structure, which you can see happens here. So or a change of character, that is, on the 4-hour chart. So that happens here, at which point we're looking for basically a pullback from that break. So we want price, so it breaks, we want price to sort of pull back into an area, right? So how do we work out what that area is? So what we're doing is going, okay, right, so we're looking for the other side of the structure point, which is here. So it's sort of like a fractal, and that fractal could be a 3 fractal, it could be much higher than a 3 fractal. So if you're unfamiliar with fractals, a 3 fractal would be this, 1, 2, 3, and another 3 fractal is this one here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you did like a 5 or a 7 fractal, it might look something like that. And if you did a much wider fractal, maybe a 10, it might look something like this. Okay, so that would be your high point instead of these other points. Okay, so that's what we're looking for here in the bot. So in this case here, I believe this is what we do. And then we start moving this out, not necessarily looking for structure breaks, but at this point we're looking for short trades and that pullback. Now the pullback we're looking for is a pullback, and we get all the way down here, a pullback to a specific area. Now this area is, let's draw that line here. So we're taking the whole range here, and we're looking for it to pull back into, I'm just going to line that up, into this area here. So this is the 62% and 79% of that entire range. So we're looking for a pullback into here. Now you can see here that there is absolutely no pullback at this stage, and we do start adjusting these levels as they go. So in fact, this one here that we had at the top, wrong thing, is going to move, and I'll just actually use this, I won't use the lines anymore, is going to move to this now fractal point here, because we're looking at fractal 3s by default. So it's going to move there, so that level comes down. We're looking for that price to pull back. So let's have a look and see where this goes. Okay, at that point there, we've got another fractal 3, so we're actually going to bring it down here and keep looking for that break below the structure point here, which happens at this point. Right, so now we pull that down there and we keep going, and we break again, and we come up. Okay, right, so at this point here, we've moved our structure point down, and we're looking for an entry in this area. So the good news is we're just in this area here. So what I'm going to do is jump down to the 15-minute chart and have a look at how that looks there. Okay, so here we are, 15 minutes. Let's have a look through the candles, right? So we've in that, this is that green line there is the level here, right? So we're looking for a fair value gap to the downside. So let's try and find one, and I think we get one in a few candles. Okay, right, so I think we're forming here. This is our fair value gap. So this area in here is where we're looking to place our order. In fact, what we do by default, as soon as that fair value gap is formed, we'll be putting a penny order here. So let's add that order, and it'll be a short order with the stop loss at the most recent 4-hour swing, which I believe is still up here. And we're looking for a 4-to-1 risk to reward. So we're going to need to stretch that out and give us our 4-to-1. Now, this is all dynamic in the bot, so we've only put it in here as demonstration purposes. So you can change this to 3 to 1, 2 to 1. We can actually work out the best settings, and that's what we will do once we've built the core functionality of this. So there might be things that we find work better, things that don't work as well. Whatever we do, we're going to work out a way to see if we can get as much profitability out of this bot and make it stable and robust when we're going through and developing it. So let's jump back into the 4-hour chart and have a look at how this plays out. Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at BLACKBULL Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at BLACKBULL Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at BLACKBULL Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Okay, so the point that we're in the trade, we don't do any management. We can build that in. We may build that in when we're actually looking at the results of the strategy. We might think, okay, 4 to 1's too far, or we could do 4, but we might put a trading stop in or some other kind of trade management, break even at a certain hour, that kind of thing. So that's all open for discussion. But at the moment, it's fixed at a 4. So let's have a look at how this plays out. So we're not going to, once we're in that trade, we're going to take it as it is all the way to the end. So let's have a look where this goes. In fact, I know where it goes. Look, so it goes to take profit after a while. It does take a while to get there because we haven't really adapted the stops. So the stops, I think we originally discussed it being at the original swing point, but we might there might be other sort of areas to put the stop loss. So we haven't even investigated that yet. So this one here works out to be a winner. What I'm going to do now is jump back into MetaTrader and show you how we actually caught the same trade with the robot and some of the things that we built in. Right, so here's my MetaTrader screen. I'm going to hit start on this test. This is the bot in action. And what we're going to do is so it's paused itself there, which means the order's now in. So this is the same price action that you would have seen here on TradingView. So we had that break, we had that big long wick, remember, and we got back up in this area. And if we go into the 15-minute chart here, we can actually probably, I don't like to see these grid lines, they really annoy me. You can actually see we took the same entry here. I might have to move that down below my face. So yeah, we took the same entry, stop loss right at the high, and that was our 4 to 1 target down the bottom there. So in the 15 minutes, it saw that as the fair value gap and got in after that break of structure. Now you can see here we've got a couple of lines on here. This is the area that we're looking at. So it had the break of that structure, that move there. This will turn into one of those pivot points. So this line here will actually move down there. This was a 62 to 79% area that we wanted to find price come back into after giving us that swing. And we get in and we're looking to take that, and you can see here this trade plays out as we know, and you can see here we're sort of adapting those swing points, and even the box is changing along the way for potentially new entry. So this one won't take any more trades until we hit that take profit, which it does. I think on the second attempt in this one, I think it hit it quite early in the first one, but yeah, this one just missed it. Okay, anyway, so that is the strategy, as you can see, playing out. Fair value gaps, 4 hour, jumping to 15 minutes. Now, if you do want to get your hands on the finished copy of this, so there are still bugs where about 3 calls in, next week we're going to be in call 4, then here's what you need to do. So I've jumped into Robot Lab Live. This is the actual build that you'll get access to. So you can see here that I give my members a chance to submit strategy ideas. So if you've got strategies you want automated in the future, then this might be a great place to chuck your ideas in. We've got a Telegram group for this particular build. We've also got replays of the previous calls. So as I mentioned, 3 calls in. Once we get to a point where this is a workable robot and you want to go and test it, I will drop downloads here along the way. I'm not just going to drop the download at the very end. So you're going to get a chance to have a play with it whilst we are developing it, maybe even find some bugs. If you're a Robot Builders Club member, you obviously get the source code. If you're a Robot Lab Live, you get access to the bot with, like, you can trade it pretty much wherever you want. It is connected to Trading Nut though, and one of your accounts. So it is kind of in the best interest to become a Robot Builders Club member, but Robot Lab Live, you pretty much get everything else as well. Now I built it using FX Dreamer, which is a drag and drop editor. So you can replicate that, and if you are a Robot Builder Club member, you can go in there and tweak the strategy even further. All right, so with these calls, you get a recap so you get what actually happened in the call. So if you want to skip through it, you can see that. So if you're thinking, what do I need to do to get my hands on this? Well, there's a coupon code on the screen here, FVG video. So just use that at checkout. You're going to save yourself some money to join the Robot Lab Live, where we've got that download already available for you to try out. We're going to start testing it in the coming weeks. Then if it looks good, we'll move it to a demo account and then maybe onto a proper trading account, live account, or a prop firm. We'll see. Now, if you like this video and want a bit more, why don't you check out this video up here where I built a fully automated ICT bot. Now, this is kind of the same, but a lot of differences from the one you've just learned, and you also get to take it home. So there's a free download with this bot underneath the video. Go and check it out now.